All right.
Doesn't matter nowadays.
I know.
You ready now?
Yep.
Yo, you know what it is. Welcome back to another episode of The Table.
What's cracking, fool?
Right here we have these.
What it is,
Yeah, man. Glad to
Gentlemen.
be here, man.
Happy
What's
to be
y'all?
here. What's up, mother?
Yes, sir, Scare.
Do you want to tell the story about that baseball?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I went to see Benny the Jet had just got drafted to the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And, he hit his first home run with this ball right here. So I'll take it everywhere with me.
What about your dog?
Huh?
You had a big ass dog, right?
Did I? Oh, yeah, in the fence. I put him down.
What was
He
the
was
stupid ass
fucking-
dog's name? The Beast?
The beast.
Oh, yeah, the beast. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to fucking... So he just died.
Oh,
That was your actual dog.
man.
Yeah, that was my real dog right
What type
there.
of dog was it?
Fucking Fossa?
the guy that he was a lion.
No, but the guy did his voice, he just died, you know that?
Yeah, that fool with that
James
fucking
Earl Jones?
yeah, captivating ass voice.
Yeah, shout out to that fool, man. That's
He
what I
was
remember.
Mufasa.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, bro.
Fossa.
Hey,
And
that
he
fool-
was Darth Vader.
He was Darth Vader. He was a lot of things.
And he was Babe Ruth apparently in
Yeah.
that movie. Right?
Was he?
I don't know.
Stupid
Was he
ass
Babe
dog.
Ruth or not?
Nah, I don't know.
But he owned the
Understand?
dog, right?
Oh yeah, he owned the dog. Yeah,
But
that's true.
Babe Ruth somehow comes into play and they think that's him.
I haven't seen the Sandlot in a long time. I don't think that's how it
Well,
went.
shout out
though,
to
but-
Mufasa, man. Rest in peace.
Damn, there goes our dreams of having that guy narrate a
For
mixtape
real.
for us, bro. That
You
would've
guys still got
fire.
God. What's his name?
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
been-
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman's still
This is
there.
true.
21 Savage did that already though.
I think we should get like Danny Trejo to do it.
That'd be fire.
That'd be wild, huh?
That'd be
The
super fire.
narrator.
Fucking
Honestly-
machete.
I feel like that's so doable for you fools at this
Right?
point.
Yeah, it's
think
gonna
it's
happen.
in the-
Just gotta put it out there.
I've been
Boom.
trying to
Danny
get
Trejo,
Danny
where the
Trejo.
fuck you at, bro?
I've been trying to get Danny Trejo on my wife's podcast or any podcast that I have ownership of,
Yeah.
Like 50 of them.
and it's not possible for some
Why?
weird. I have no idea, but I feel like you fools are gonna get him before I do, and I will not be
we'll
mad at
plug
it.
him up. We'll plug
Oh, yeah.
at you, bro. I think it's in the realm of possibility for sure.
I know everyone around him, and for some reason, I know everyone but him.
Have you tried to make it happen? Like connect the dots or no?
Honestly, I've waited like 20 or 30 minutes extra at certain places because he
Yeah.
was there, and they're like, he'll be all right. And I was like, well, how come I can't go there? I could go
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
but there.
Yeah.
It's just
I-
so crazy.
Uh,
They're like, nah, just chill. I come. We got him.
yeah.
I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well.
That'd be fire.
And I'm
I already
impatient.
got the title of the mixtape.
Well,
Machetes and Micheladas. He's
fire.
gonna hate that whole
Also,
shit.
I want him to play our dad in that movie, where we play the pizza guys. So we have
Gotcha.
this script idea. I don't know if you ever saw Pop the Trunk, but that video inspired like a movie idea
script,
where we
yeah.
turn into like coyotes, but we're like
Werewolves,
dead end
coyotes, yeah.
rappers that haven't made it,
Potheads,
that were stuck at this.
pothead pizza delivery guys, and it's like a comedy mixed with like a horror a little bit.
What does that have to do with your guys' dad? Because I know what your dad allegedly
No,
did or didn't
we want
do.
Danny Trejo to play our dad in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you wanted like the actual story of your guys' father and
No.
whatever
Nah.
gangster or non-gangster
Yeah.
shit he did.
No.
I'm like, dog, what the f does that have to do
But
with you
Danny
just being
Trejo-
slackers? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Danny Trejo would play the father. Like we want to be just like deadbeat kids, not kids, but
Kind of like Jay and Silent Bob meet
high.
How High and what's the Dave Chappelle one?
Half-Baked.
Half-Baked.
Slash
In that realm.
Thriller
Yeah.
Because you fools are zombies.
Slash
We turn
Halloween
into-
vibes.
werewolf. So the story would be like
Shut hey, fool, shut the
the coyotes.
Oh,
So-
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So pretty much it'll be in our family's history that we're able to tap into this, but our dad knows and we don't know yet because the time ain't right. So maybe he sends us on an ayahuasca retreat where we tap in and we transform into coyotes, but we think we're tripping. But at the end of the day, when we get in a bind with some gangsters, we turn into coyotes in the nick of time to save us. And I want Mario Lopez to play like a gangster, like the guy we're in trouble with, just because he never plays those type of roles.
Facts.
You
And
gotta
Danny,
be like the lead cartel
yeah,
boss.
the boss. He'll be like the boss guy.
I know you guys wanted to cast me before, and I
Yeah,
didn't
what's
make
up
it.
with that?
Oh, shit.
I had a previous engagement that I didn't realize that I had to
Something
go.
more important.
I was a
Yeah.
hosting gig for a concert that paid me $1,000,
Oh,
Damn.
makes sense.
and I'm not gonna
We weren't
say
paying
that
shit.
you weren't
Would've.
important. because I also wanted to be there to
It
pop
was a
out.
legendary day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw.
Yeah.
And needless to say, I brought out whoever I brought out, and it was cool. But
Yeah. You were supposed to be with Conejo actually, but then the homie Dre stepped in. Did you see the video? Conejo played the main villain, and
yeah, of course
and
I
I
saw
kind
the
of get
video.
into a little tussle with the guy that's with Conejo. That would have been you, my boy.
You would have beat me up.
the
Possible.
first
No.
let's try it right here live.
We thought we bought fake bottles, and we were
Who's
gonna
drank real bottles?
crack the guy that was supposed to be you, but ended up.
Did you
being
guys end up
someone
getting
else.
the prop bottles?
No, so it turns out we bought prop bottles that were just empty, real bottles.
Real bottles, because this fool, the director sends this guy a link and he says these are the bottles you need to buy. They're like $16 a bottle.
Yeah.
Like,
So we need
16,
so
20.
we need a lot of them.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker, no, look, he looks on Amazon. I found way cheaper ones. This
A
is
whole
$2.
box for 16.
Whole bottle, $2 a bottle. So this
Yeah.
fool buys a whole case of a gang of them, thinking that they're the easy breakable ones and shit. And
We
so
don't
the
test
guy that
them.
we don't test them. The guy that I get in a tussle with, I was supposed to crack him over the head with the bottle first. Luckily, something happened in the mix of shooting where we had to shoot his scene first. And without testing the bottles, I was feeling the bottles too. Like, bro, these motherfuckers, I feel like they're going to break easy. They feel like real bottles, bro. So his scene comes about and shit. And then this fool grabs the bottle and fucking literally cracks himself. This fool needs stitches and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you bled.
He bled open. Now he needed stitches in the middle of shooting. Mario Lopez is on his way. We're on a
20
time
minutes
schedule. So we're like, bro, the day's pretty much ruined. They just grab a big ass case of Vaseline and just put it on top of this fool braids and shit.
Yeah.
And stop the bleeding. We're like, gotta keep filming.
Yeah.
And
I almost gave myself a concussion for being a stupid ass fool.
So is it safe to say you guys have learned to buy your own special effects props?
Or don't try to. If the bottles are $20 a pop and you find a whole box for 20, chances are it's not the one. You know what I'm saying?
This reminds
Luckily,
me of
it was this motherfucker's head and not the guy that I was supposed to crack, because that would have been a whole lawsuit. I was gonna give it to that fool. Pause. Crack him. But something happened where we shot his shot first.
Bad.
And the homie's older too, so his skin's like thinner. He would have been completely split
like
the fuck open. And then that would have been
You're
you,
replacing
bro.
me with a 60-year-old?
Yeah,
That
but
is
he had a
wild.
hell of a look though.
Yeah,
That
he
motherfucker
looked-
got a look.
I'm gonna have to take another look.
Yeah,
Nah, man, you chose $1,000 over being
Getting
part
cracked?
of
a
this
legendary moment.
Is it safe to say that you know what? It's not even safe to say. This reminds me of like that Alec Baldwin situation.
Yeah. Pretty similar.
But I shot myself pretty much. So thankfully I just did it to myself and there wasn't nobody else. But they're like, oh, we gotta take him to the hospital. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, who got crazy glue? I was like, just glue my shit together. Let's keep going. I was like, Mario Lopez is coming. We spent a lot of money on this
That
video.
location was in Santa Clarita?
That video was like 10 bands.
It was more if you include our outfits.
Oh yeah, it was like 15.
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you fools wanted me to wear like some special shit. I was like looking
It was a whole
online. I was
vibe.
like, yeah, you fools are gonna have to provide that.
Yeah. And we got tailor-made mariachi suits, but we added a little twist to it. Those were like $1,200 a pop. So
Yes.
we include those. The budget was high.
Shout out
So I
to
was
Casa del Mariachi in East LA.
Yeah, you heard of it?
Fire.
Yeah.
What is it, a
Legendary.
Mariachi Plaza or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much where they tailor made. They did the suits for Desperado there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody goes
legendary.
there.
so you got hit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it also was fire though.
It was
Yeah,
fine.
for
We still
sure.
have them. We still wear them every so often. I like that shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would share that video once a week.
When we go out to the Grammys when we're nominated, we're gonna have some custom made ones again.
Just wear the same ones.
Could we
Okay.
Or just have them altered or something.
might wear them. I want like a green one or a red one.
I want the brown one.
Brown
one's
one.
Oh, because
sick,
you guys
like a
saw
dark
what was
brown.
fire already.
Yeah, they got options, bro.
brown with like maybe gold highlights or something.
Yeah, I'm ready to retire the black ones. I'm sick of wearing those already. I need to get me a fresh pair.
Yeah, but
For
it's cool
sure.
to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it felt good wearing those shits. But yeah, that was a legendary ass fucking day, man. Thank you for being a part of it, fool.
Yeah.
At least the
appreciate it.
planning stages.
Yeah, this fool. I remember I hit him like, "You in?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm in." But luckily, I already had Dre in the back burner because I already knew. I know how shit is. It's a lot to ask for people to pull up, bro, for free.
No, I'm usually down.
Yeah.
But then I was like, my wife was like, hey, what are you doing next week? And I was like, the Coyote video. Mario Lopez is going to be there.
Yeah.
So it's crabs.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, but wait, don't we have to go to this event? And I was like, well, she was like, this. And I was like,
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mario Lopez, man. That shit was sick. He had an event too to go that day, but he
He
still
did.
made it.
He had to go to the UFC event, right?
Yeah.
He still made it happen.
that was at night. I had to be there
It's
all
a
day.
real one.
Nah,
I'm
it's just I was tripping out, and he seems like when we met him, certain people you meet him, bro, and it's just like regular. Like you feel like you know the guy.
I've met him at a LAFC game,
Yeah.
and I wasn't like glazing too hard. I was just like, hey, what up, fool? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And it was a lineup of us, because, you know, like the fool from System of a Down is there. You guys been, haven't you?
Yeah,
for sure.
So, like, you know, Soccer Head is there.
yeah.
System of a Down dude is
Be
there.
real, be up there sometimes.
Be Real be up
Yeah.
there sometimes. Bobby Castro, people like that. Well, anyways, it was a lineup of a gang of like Latino stars, and we were
Yeah.
all doing like some little crazy dance, and
Yeah.
felt like I was really part of the LAFC family.
Right.
Nah, but that was super dope. Is where I'm going with that. Like he's
I
chilling.
got hammered when I went to the fucking LAFC shit.
They're never
bro.
gonna invite us back.
They're never
again.
gonna invite us again.
Is it safe to say you fools get hammered kind of everywhere you go?
Man,
Not
You-
everywhere.
not everywhere,
Yeah,
but
well,
yeah,
you-
sometimes we get saucy, man. Like
Both of us, but
it's just, you know, it's a lot that comes with this lifestyle, bro. And so you just gotta take that edge off sometimes, dog. And
I respect
you know,
it.
sometimes
sometimes
we're talking about anxiety. Sometimes, like if you have anxiety going in somewhere, you know, you take a drink, it kind of it helps take it away, suppress it.
I kind of feel you, but let's say I take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's make it more like this. Like if you blaze it and you don't really blaze it, you know that first hit,
yeah,
it's just like
anxiety.
that. I need to even out.
Yeah,
I need to
exactly.
I need to even out at some point. So even if I take a shot or two, it makes me feel uneasy because now I know I'm altered. Does that make sense?
right.
To me, the alteration is what takes the edge off. I think regular soberness is where the anxiety.
I'm more. I need to be
wanna
more in
peek in.
control. That's to come out on.
Oh,
Blaze
yeah?
or
That's
anything.
my problem too. I'm not in control, and it's like once I take a little bit, it's just like it nomás me pica, and I gotta go all the way, bro.
You
Like,
know what?
This
That
fool
is
was so
super
saucy
fact.
there. We're doing some.
I was
clip.
having a great
I
time
know.
though.
We're doing a clip, right, for the LAFC. We're gonna post this on the LAFC page. You guys can't cuss. This motherfucker kept cussing every take. So I was like,
Yeah.
stop. Fucking.
That's when you
And
know
then
it's like, all right, you gotta start controlling it, because
didn't
once
use
it starts affecting the work, because sometimes it does. Like when I get too up the next day, can't even get out of bed and shit, and it's like,
Oh, those are artists. too.
studio session, that session, and I'm
Yeah.
playing home. Like,
There was an artist too there. I won't say who, but he was like, "Man, what y'all doing? Let's get a session." And this fool's so drunk, and I know this fool. This fool doesn't like to hang out with people. He does like it'd rather be work. Let's work, boom, boom. Like we got families and shit. So
course.
hanging out a lot of times is out the question.
Yeah,
for sure.
And this fool seems like he's on the same type of time. The artist we're talking about, he's like, "I like what y'all doing. Let's get in the studio. Let's just knock one out. Maybe send me something. We'll do it." And it's like, let's just chill, you know what I'm saying? Catch a vibe. If we vibe, it's cool. Like he's trying to be friends with him, but I know deep down
Hey, I was
inside,
just
this
feeling the,
motherfucker
I
don't
was
wanna be
do that.
friends with him.
Sick ass, bored ass captain.
But this fool's like the guy's like, nah, chilling. Let's make a record. And we're like, all right, yeah, but you know, let's catch a vibe. And if it don't,
But
vibe, then
sometimes
why
that
make a
works out
record?
too, though.
I was like, bro, what the?
we don't. Why are we gonna make a song?
Yeah, I
But
get it.
at the same time, I was in the ambiance of like getting fucked up, and that's
Yeah.
what inspired that. And
But
sometimes that's
he
what
was just
happens.
talking out of that because he does not want to hang out. Let's say if that same artist was like, "Yo, this fool just
I didn't want
invited
to
us to
fucking
go
hang out
chill."
here.
Yeah, like that's what. Like this fool, that is just some real shit. Like if we get invited to a bar, right?
Stupid.
Let's say right now we get text, "Yo, we're at this bar," which happens, right? Like, you guys should pull up or just show face. I'll hit Rick, "Yo, you got invited in." He's gonna be like, "Fuck that, I'm not trying to go." Like
My kind of guy.
Yeah.
Boss.
Right? And understandably so. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So when he was trying to pull this whole "let's hang out" shit, I was looking at him like,
Hey, listen, I was
nah.
very
He
Like,
did
what
much,
not want to hang out.
very much under the influence.
Yeah. So
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Tell me who it is. I'll take it out.
Yeah.
I don't even hang out with that guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna take out the name, but I'm gonna
Bro,
left
to
what
be
I just
honest,
said. You don't want to hang out with that dude.
The next day, I don't even
Yeah.
remember that part. That's the
Yeah.
crazy shit. I was, damn, I said that. I was like, I said that shit.
Yeah.
There's no way I
He's
said
like,
well,
that.
let's catch a vibe.
Let's catch a vibe. Let's just chill and hang out.
What was
Man,
his
I was
response?
hearing the
He was
fucking-
like, nah, this work. Like his
Bro,
response was like,
it was
Oh, no,
the
he was really on the
That's
right
work.
time.
It was
Yeah.
the
He was looking at
stadium.
him like,
It was the stadium. It was the chants of the LAFC crowd.
Oh, this happened there.
It was
There,
there, like
yeah.
Guys are so dumb. Dude.
literally in the middle of the
but
soccer
like
field.
not in the middle, towards the end of the night. So we're already free.
You guys
drinks,
already,
you know,
he had already flopped on the
already
drop.
toasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already flopped on the drop. We're doing push-ups on the field. People pretended to kick a corner. we were there on our time too, though. We're like, all right, we're gonna
Pretending
get some
to kick
cool
a corner
content.
kick. I remember doing that little dance that they do when they jump around side to side.
So I did
It
the
was
exact
fun.
fucking
Yeah,
dance,
yeah,
right?
fun.
You know the vibes.
It was fun.
He's like, yeah, we did that dance too. We did it better than you.
Granted, like from their lens, I don't think it was that bad. From LA, it was just our lens, like my lens, knowing this fool was just a little out of character that day. Because
Yeah,
that's
but
not
that also let me know, like, man,
You got a problem.
I one day I thrive to be sober completely, but today's not the day. But one day I'm gonna get there. I know I'm gonna get there.
And I've been doing shit out of character too when I'm drunk. But again, if you're having a good time and you get high off the good time,
That's fire.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get caught up in it, but
It's memorable.
yeah. You got to read when other people aren't on that time though. And when you're intoxicated, it's hard to read, and then you just come off as the drunk fool, which we've done on plenty of occasions.
Yeah.
And that's we said it on the Be Real podcast. Like sometimes
Part of being a rock star comes with the job.
because we don't bring a lot of people around because it's like
It's just you two mostly.
yeah. Not only do we have
or
to
Doughboy.
and sometimes the homie with the belt, Juice. Shout out to Juice. He's gonna be mad he's not here. Or people that serve a purpose, right? Because it's like not only do we have to worry about our homies that be on some bullshit, we gotta worry about ourselves if we get too drunk. Like it's enough to worry about here.
Yeah.
I've been around you guys in countless like mixer activities, and you guys seem fine to me.
Were you at the Catch 22 event where we had a terrible show? Or wasn't Catch 22?
I didn't go to the
don't
Catch
fucking
22, but I
remember.
saw you at Duno's Red Bull thing. Did you guys go?
Oh,
to
yeah,
you
yeah.
went to that. And then the other Duno thing,
Which one?
the party in the night.
Oh yeah, that one was.
That was
there now.
memorable.
Yeah,
That was memorable. That's when we had a fallout for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, you didn't go to the one where we pulled up with tag team belts, leather jackets, no shirts.
No, but that
All
seems
his
like
idea.
it was a great time.
Yeah, that was our idea. We were on the type of time with the wrong crowd, and we got because it was the first show back from COVID when we just did a whole 60-date tour run, killing every show.
Oh, yep.
So we thought we were
The
in that
shit?
world
Yeah.
too. We were catering a certain world, so we came with that energy, not knowing this was more of a Edgar crowd, and we didn't even bother to read the crowd.
For lack of better words.
Yeah, we didn't bother to read the crowd. We came on entertainer mode. Like, all right, we're gonna put on the show, high energy. But I killed a whole Henny bottle to myself on the way up there. I some other extracurriculars that I haven't done in a while. It's all on Rockstar time, on top of our image of how we looked, and then we just went out there just
Completely
embarrassing.
bombed.
We're in dark shades. We're flipping through the speakers.
The
the
fucking
crowd.
mics got cords and shit. We can't see them because we're wearing these dark ass, stupid ass shades in the middle of night where we can't see shit. We're tripping over each other, tripping over the cord. My car starts. He walks fucking past my cord, unplugs my microphone, and I'm rapping and I can't hear my voice because this fool just kicked the cord off the mic.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the DJ pissed off like, bro, I'm about to break your.
That was the
computer.
mic at Cypress.
This was a mic. Oh, it was Cypress. I chucked the mic at Cypress, like blaming that fool when it was this fool. When it was this fool fucking
And I
walking
was
over
just
my
gonna
car.
ask, what did Cypress think? 'Cause if it was a Catch
Cypress
22,
was like, "What the fuck?"
It was funny. The next day he called me, just FaceTime me cracking up.
Yeah.
Because they know that we get down performance-wise. That was a learning experience to
This
get
fool
fucked
pulled
up
out his
after the
pistol
show.
on the crowd.
Who did?
His fool. He said,
I don't
"If you
remember
got
that
a
part.
gun in this motherfucker, make some noise." And he pulled out a fucking
Well,
revolver.
no.
That's when I was
don't
like,
remember
"Oh,
that
we gotta
part.
get the fuck off
I
the
don't
stage."
remember that part. I know I had
What
it.
did the crowd do when you did that?
They're just like, "What the is this?
They were entertained.
Some people were laughing like
They were
these fools are
entertained.
out of their mind.
They were for sure entertained.
They
but to
were
give you-
entertained for
But to
sure.
give you an insight, Bravo was the headliner.
Oh
So
yeah,
it
that was
wasn't-
the wrong spot.
It wasn't like madness that we like to bring sometimes. But now we learned, because not every show is like that.
Read the
we
room.
read the room.
Don't
But we're-
get too intoxicated.
we didn't even care to read the room. We doubled down on the madness. When they weren't attracted to it, we're like, man, fuck, y'all gonna see this shit show. And that's
It's gotta come.
It was embarrassing.
You
But-
mentioned Be Real right now, or
Embarrassing.
Cypress. Oh yeah, you mentioned the Be Real's podcast.
Yeah.
I've obviously posted you guys a couple times in the last week or two, and I noticed that Cypress Hill and Be Real have a presence in your likes and comments.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about it.
So
Still surreal to this
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying? Some people that we grew up admiring in this hip hop shit.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And
Don't get all drunk and
you
show your
know,
gun.
for somebody in the lights of Be Real and Cypress Hill as a group to just like put us like and take us under their wing, like they've been mentors before they even knew who we were, you know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
and yeah, we got some shows coming up with them, a little mini tour and shit.
Yeah.
And we just keep watering that relationship because like I said, man, like, they're mentors and people that we seen that did it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? In the lights of how we want to do it
yeah.
for our people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
And you've heard us say it, like I said, before we even knew him personally. We knew of each other and shit. We've always held him at a high regards. And I think with him, what threw him off,
Yeah, fuck it.
they reached out to us to do his podcast right after I guess a couple of the guys at Be Real TV were fans of what we were doing. So, and when we showed up, you know, like we were talking about earlier, like there's sometimes where we'll show up as the egos, or ego Coyote or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this time we're like, we can't show up as I wanted to show up as the fan of this man, you
I
know,
respect that.
not as Coyote, not as Guapa, like popping our shit that we the best, which we feel, right?
Of
But
course.
so when we pulled up with him, we showed up as fans and we wanted to interview him as much as he was interviewing us. And I think he really respected that. We weren't pretend fans either. Like we're really like
Hitting him with some
questions.
shit.
just trying to pick his brain, you know what I'm saying? Because you could just learn from the OGs, you know what I'm saying, that did it before you, and that's really what we were trying to do, just pick his brain where he was at certain moments. We were asking him shit about like the Ice Cube beef that he went
Yeah.
through and
Virus.
survived it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And yeah, bro, it's
Brought
just like,
vinyls for him to sign, like some real fancy. I was like, I hope we're not weirding you out, bro. I had to tell him.
yeah,
like, off
you did
camera.
pull out the vinyl and
Cause I was
shit.
like, bro, I'm like a fan, and you could tell he liked it. And going back to Ryan, when we brought him out at Rhyme Fest,
Yeah.
we didn't tell him that he was gonna ask him to do Insane in the Brain. He was like,
Everybody
"I'm
was
just
telling
asking
me
on
like,
stage."
don't ask him, bro. You're asking for too much. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have him on stage. I'm gonna ask him to do Insane in the Membrane, bro.
What's
Let's
wrong with
fucking
that?
be
Yeah.
real. That's what I said.
Yeah,
And a couple of people on our team were like, nah, don't ask him, bro. Just let him do the song you guys got, and then that's
That's
it.
why they're
You
not
got-
the
He's like, he
stars.
gets
Exactly.
paid. He
Respectfully.
gets paid
Yeah.
thousands of dollars to do that song. I was like, I don't give a. I'm gonna ask him, bro. And then
Yeah.
fucking he was glad that I asked him. He was
Yeah.
like, man, that's what you're supposed to do. And I
yeah.
remember once we got off the stage, I was like, bro, I'm trying to squeeze all the juice I could get out of you, bro. So I'm gonna ask you to do that song because it's one of my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hell yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And then that's when we talked about doing the tour, the little tour that we're gonna do with them and shit.
And I noticed when he did his verse, he thought that was gonna be it, but then he saw us rap Sin Dog's verse. So then there's a point where they
So he
caught
was
it on
even
film.
more hype.
You see him
Yeah.
smiling like, damn, these fools really know our shit. We're not pretending. So I think that was like a real moment where he was like, damn, like I fuck with these guys. And that took our relationship even higher than it already was. Cause again, he pulled up for the video too for the F. You know what I'm saying? We played dressed him as a shaman. He didn't question it. He trusted the vision. A lot of people will be like, oh man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Put
No,
it
he
on
was just
no
all the way
fucking-
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and that's how I like people like that, man. Like I'm not afraid. Like I said, if I'm a fan of somebody, I'm not too cool to show it. Like you know, like me and this will pull up, we'll be the coolest in the room, but I'm not too cool to just be a person, bro. Like I'm a fan of the man. I admire him, and now we're creative collaborators. And like he said, it's a surreal thing. Super cool.
No, that's super
Yeah,
fire.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cypress Hill Coyote shows, man. We got 3 so far booked. Hopefully we do more, man.
Are any of them
Sure.
local?
Yeah, 2 at the Fonda Theater.
I look forward
and then-
to my VIP tickets.
Got
yeah,
you,
for
man.
sure. Got you. Vegas too. If you in Vegas, we got one in Vegas
What
lined up.
month?
October.
They're on October so far.
That's respectable because I
October
don't want to go
26th.
to Vegas in the high heat no
Oh,
more.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, October 26th. We have 2 shows that day. Chicano Music Festival first, and then the Cypress Hill shit.
Both in
After.
Vegas?
Yeah. both in
Interesting.
Vegas.
Yeah,
That
man.
should be
happen.
dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah.
cool, man.
Way
Gonna be
two
fire.
totally different flavors of
Yeah.
human beings.
For sure, and that's what I feel like we can. There's layers to us, and we're diverse, so we could live in a lot of spaces and in a lot of worlds. Like
Yeah.
you just said, that's 2 completely different realms. But I feel like
Completely.
we can coexist with a lot of places.
Yeah.
That's
I thought
not
it
a
was
honey
weed.
pack. It
I
is
thought
not.
it was weed. I was like, man, I'm about to light a joint.
Do you
But
want weed?
I'm down. Yeah,
about
backwards
that.
are just joints.
I'm gonna let you hit a vape.
Oh, that's cool. That works. But yeah, how you saying we could exist in many worlds? It's a fact. Like we're over here, doing shit with Cypress Hill.
This is LA Kush Cake micro batch.
Hell yeah.
Shots of cookies. This is Hannah Butter and Tequila Sunrise dual chamber all in one vape.
Cookies, man, send that care package.
You fools could roll up, but don't smoke flower in this
Why is it not
Facility.
flower-free
zone?
facility. But you can go ahead and have at that wonderful vapor.
This shit is
device.
child proof or what?
It's
Stupid
guapo
fool.
proof, I said.
Stupid foolproof.
So we're doing our shit with Be Real and shit, Cypress Hill. Then we talking with cats like Tech Nine doing shit, right?
I think that is definitely a lane you should explore with Tech 9.
Yeah.
Oh
it's in
yeah,
the works.
it's definitely in the works. And then on the flip side, we got a whole tape with Lefty Gunplay in the works too. So it's
That'll be
like,
fire. Have you I mean this with the utmost respect to my good friend, but have you guys actually completed any records?
yeah,
we
Oh,
have.
that is amazing.
We have 9 in the chamber so
You
far.
do not have
on my
9
mama,
Lefty
On my
verses.
soul.
my mama. We got
On my
9
soul.
songs with Lefty.
Man,
good,
shout
too.
out to Lefty, man.
Yeah.
Instagram need to give him his IG back.
And
Real.
what, are you guys going to sell this album to Solus or some shit? Or how?
That's the goal, yeah.
You like how I just know?
Yeah.
Who else wants
Fire.
the Soulless or whoever wants to buy it. But shout out to Lefty, man. I really he's a cool ass cat, man. And that it just shows like, damn, we could literally exist in every world, because I know some of our fans are gonna be like, how the f is that gonna
Yeah, I
work?
read
But
some comments like that, but
I'm
it's like it's
pretty
gonna
sure-
take people by surprise
I'm
because
pretty
there's
sure
bangers on that
that
motherfucker.
he is rapping
Yeah.
on those, and he's not just saying some normal.
yeah.
normal
He's
shit.
doing his
Some
thing.
good records on there, man. So I'm proud of it. So it's a trip, man. It's a trip, because I know some of our audience will be like against us doing it with them, and maybe his audience too, because his audience probably don't like what we do either. Some people don't like. I don't know what they'll label us as, like
The hip
lyrical
hop, lyrical
fucking
miracle
hip-hop
shit. Even though our shit, I don't think it's like too lyrical miracle.
So
So
I
we
feel like
just
be
did a
saying
mic
that.
drop, and that was not lyrical, miracle, spiritual, criminal,
Yeah.
subliminal.
For sure.
Yeah, not at all.
That was
That might go on the Lefty album actually, as our
Yeah.
solo joint on there. There's a lot of stuff that sounds in that realm a little bit.
That was fire.
Yeah, so we met in the middle. Like it's
That
not
was fire, actually.
Yeah,
it's a
shit was
good
right,
Perspective.
right? It
You
was
guys
like
did
a
alright.
cool
man. You
little
guys
vibe.
alright, man.
Yeah, it's not his world, it's not our world. It's like we combine to try to meet in the middle. And he's a very likable human being. Like,
A lot of people
Definitely
were like, "What's up with
entertaining,
Lefty?
man.
yeah.
But
What's up with
think-
him?
Yeah.
You
I
really
feel
know
like
him."
I feel like this first day we met him, I felt like I known that for a long
He's
time. Like I know
normal.
in
I
our
mean,
neighborhood that are like that.
I
So
know maybe his behaviors are not normal to some people, but what I'm saying is that's actually just him.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And he's a good dude in there.
What time of the day were you
Yeah.
guys with him during most of these
We
experiences?
usually come at
Late.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
7 p.m. to like 1 in the
Where I'm
morning.
going with this is I think the best Lefty is right after he wakes up. A little bit after he wakes up.
I would see how.
Before he's had time to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right.
There's been some sessions where we don't get nothing done. But both probably only like 1 or 2. Huh?
Yeah. For the most part, we're in there banging shit out.
We've done
Oh.
2-3 records some nights. You know what I'm saying? But we spent a lot of time at his spot.
I've been in a studio session and watched him rap everywhere but the mic.
Oh yeah.
hmm
There's one song though he needs to get on. That's probably the best song on the. He
Yeah.
still hasn't gone on because he got to be in the right headspace, which I get because it's a concept song. And I think that song will really show people like, nah, like this like
He could
we
get
can
it.
make good stuff, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's a real song. I think it'll be probably both of our highest streaming songs if we do it properly, if we match the visual, and he just gotta fucking get on it. So get on it, fool. But yeah,
Frankie, do your job.
yeah. I got a
Mhm.
question for you, bro. What's up with your boy? I'm gonna play a clip.
Which boy?
The white man.
My crime
Yeah.
partner here or the other white man?
How many white people you know?
I
Nah,
know a
just
few.
playing. Nah, Mr. 22 Sker.
Oh,
No,
he had
but I
something
don't.
negative to say about you?
I don't watch No Jumper, right? But I have a friend that does Metaphor, and he's always sending me clips of this
Did he
like
speak about you?
in a semi like.
It's not him that
Let me
speaks
smell
about
that.
us.
That is
Yeah, that's
loud.
just
I know,
fucking
super
smells
loud.
good.
So Wack been bringing this up a lot lately, which
It seems to bother him, and I don't know why. I mean,
And
I
if-
don't,
Shit.
and it bothers Adam a lot.
It
So
bothers him.
yeah, even though Adam makes a career about bringing people up, right? So it's like you make a whole career about talking about people, but when Wack brings us up, it seems to irk him for whatever reason.
Clip,
So
brother.
this last one really caught me by surprise because I'll tell you why.
Oh, excuse
Hold
me,
on.
it's a Big Hit. Wow, they didn't even title the video right. It makes it look like Hit Boy's rapping on it. That's some burnt out shit right there.
Listen.
I'm sorry, Hit Boy, you gotta fix that.
That's over with. Everybody need to tune in to Coyote. Coyote For Hire.
Yeah, sure.
Go check out Brickwood.
You're making me turn against them by bringing them up so much unnecessarily.
Brickwood.
So that right there, the turning against thing, right? So to turn against
What was the
somebody,
context of that conversation and
He
when
was-
did it happen?
it happened like right last week.
Oh, so this is fresh.
It's new, but he's done that a few times. But this is
Yeah.
the newest
But
one that
didn't
my boy
he just show
cut.
you love? Wack.
Who?
Well, first let's
No,
focus on Adam.
Wax showing us love.
Let's worry about Adam first.
But so for some reason now that we're no longer with Wack, now he's kind of I don't know. Wack respects people that stand on 10 toes and shit like that, and we kept it real. Did good business with him. So he's just been showing us love, and he seems to be a fan of what we're doing currently. So I think Adam pulled up a video, and then Wack is just like, man, tune into Coyote. They're next. Blah blah blah.
What happened with the situation
And
with
then-
Big Hit and you fools? Is he talking about you?
No, it had nothing
Okay.
to do with us. I
So-
think they were talking about Big Hit and Lefty's video or something.
Okay.
So Adam was just playing it,
And how did that pivot to you?
and Wack just like, nah, tune into
I
Coyote.
think just because we're Mexican and lefties
Yeah.
Mexican,
I
and
understand.
they got
Oh, yeah.
their own little.
They got
shit.
their own whatever.
I completely understand. So basically, he's saying tune into these fools. They're really rapping. Is
Yeah.
the idea behind that.
Yeah.
Right.
And Adam says you're making me turn against them
Because
you
You
bring
bring them
up.
up so much.
But to my whole thing is to turn against you once had to be for them. So that shit just weirded me out. Like, bro, what are you gonna turn against? Like, we don't even exist to you. So
I guess nobody knows what time it was, but if it was a little bit earlier,
I mean, shit. Look, you're not for everybody. I know
No,
my
but
shit
still,
not for everybody, so it's like I don't know.
turn
This
it was weird. Right or wrong?
to turn
He'll
against
call
means
back.
you were once for them.
Exactly.
When were you for us?
That's the thing. Like, it's cool to say you don't like him. It's annoying that you keep bringing him up. Roll your eyes when he brings us up. I get all that. Like, but the turn against is like, it's a little bizarre to me. Like, bro, what the? Don't fault us because someone else is bringing us up.
so I think ultimately, I think Adam22 has a bad rap, and everyone's gonna say I'm lazy right now. But the fact of the matter is, that fool really has a super nonchalant way of being about a lot of shit. So for him to troll like that, I think he's just. But also, I think we could try to flip that into you fools going up there and actually sitting down with him, which I think could be fire.
I'm not opposed to it.
And then that leads me to say that Wack100 showing you fools love is also fire, and also I don't want to say extinguishes, but lowers the hostility levels of everyone saying that he's a racist per se, because he does say a lot of stupid shit
Mm-hmm.
and what have you. Maybe we're sensitive. Maybe we don't have enough exposure to having Mexican or Latino stars, and since some of us get picked on by other
very
mainstream media,
Very few of us.
we feel like it could be racially driven when in fact could just be popping now, and
Yeah.
get dissected. Oscar De La Hoya,
Yeah,
Lefty,
exactly.
et
It's
cetera,
part
et
of the
cetera.
sport. It's like a good thing almost, and we all do it, you know. But people like to point their fingers at certain people more than others.
I mean,
Um,
again, he had you fool signed. I don't know what your guys' financial situation was with him or what have you, but you guys were signed. It could have probably went better because
Yeah.
obviously you guys wanted to get out.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, it did help. It did help more than it hindered. Is that safe to say?
I think it helped at one point. Yeah,
And I'm just
definitely.
being devil advocate because I mean,
Yeah.
everyone
I
knows
think
I had a small
it
rift.
played its part, you know what I'm saying, in the journey, of course. But that's with anything, you know what I mean? We
Yeah.
could have went this way, that way,
I do
whichever
think
way.
he could give you shout outs other than when Lefty's being mentioned.
Yeah. He does. He did.
And if he
brought
does,
us up
then
on
more
Vlad
power to him
TV.
for that. That's love.
He said we were the only ones that were missing at the Kendrick pop out.
That's fire.
To me, look, Wack isn't. Do I agree? I don't probably agree with 90% of the shit that says. You know what I'm saying? But from my personal experience with the man, he's not more racist than our uncle that, you know, drinks and says some bullshit that means he has no malice for people. We know people that say some shit, bro.
Have me and you guys already
Yeah.
covered this exact scenario? Because I feel like it's
Maybe.
deja vu.
Maybe. I know we've said it before, but,
Yeah.
you know, but now maybe we're a scapegoat to him. I don't know, to seem
Could
that
be
he's
that.
not racist. But from my experience, he's not. Like I said,
Yeah,
he gave
yeah,
us
yeah,
our first
definitely.
big bag.
I've had a private conversation with him when me and him were going through our little shit.
Yeah.
And
He's solid.
he said some shit that alluded to him not being racist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like me saying I have black friends is basically what he said. I got Mexican friends and shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel it.
Right.
Everyone got their prejudices, man. And again, like, just because I know somebody and I'm cool with them doesn't mean I agree with shit they say. Like, I'm pretty sure motherfuckers disagree with half the shit we say. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the fact that he's bringing this up is just showing, like, you know, I don't know, mutual respect. I don't know what it is. Or maybe he's actually a fan of what we're doing now, which isn't far fetched. And for someone because there's a lot of people that are fans of what we're doing. So for someone to get annoyed by it just because he was once affiliated with us is weird to me when their whole brand is based off talking about people. He's like, all you guys do is talk about people. So when our name gets brought up, you roll your eyes. Or like he mentioned us when Wack wasn't even around, kind of condescending. Another clip the homie sent us where he's like, oh, if Wack was here, he would have said the Coyote should have. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's just bringing us up like backhanded, like condescending, and
I
it's
understand.
like annoying. Like
At that
bruh,
point, it's
I
like
think that's his
what's
love language.
understood
what's
ain't gotta be
that? What's the
explained.
beef there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to get to the
Never,
bottom of it.
Yeah.
never met the
And I'm
man,
sure we're
so
going to
can't
clip
really
this.
speak on
So
it.
yeah, no, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just curious, and
I want to roll
again,
this up so bad,
I know.
there's
Here,
fucking
roll it.
cookies,
but I
rolling
can't smoke
trays.
it in here.
Well, just prepare it for your journey
My
home.
long ass ride back home.
Yeah, just smoke that and enjoy the mountain fires.
So yeah, I just want to know what was the beef with the man.
I try to call him. At least you know I was with it to call him.
Yeah.
My question
look.
to you is did you guys sign an NDA with Wack?
NDA.
Non-disclosure agreement. Where I'm
I
going
don't
with
think
this
so.
is, can you share the details of
The deal, the breakup.
how difficult it may or may not have been to get out of there? Because I remember when I was at my other podcast, or the other podcast I left, rather, at Food Community, there was
What
a
happened with
junction
those
where
fools? What
you.
happened with that breakup, fool?
Let's
Before we
cover
get
yours
into-
first, and then we'll cover mine.
I
No
think
problem.
with us it was lack of communication, really.
Yeah.
No,
It's-
I'm not even saying that because I already know. Me and you, we've
Yeah.
talked about this already. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is how difficult was it in the end to actually sever ties amicably, or however it actually ended?
Easy.
Pretty easy. It was
Very
pretty
respectful.
Yeah, we were stern on our decision, and yeah, like I said, lack of communication. We should have brought it up sooner because
Yeah.
we're like,
That's
damn,
what
we
I
thought it
thought.
was gonna be way harder than what
Yeah.
it was. Like we said, we want out. You said, okay, these are the steps to get out.
He wanted what he put in, which
Yeah.
is fair. You know
Wanted
what
to
I'm
break even.
saying? Yeah.
Mm.
I can't be mad
And in
at
his
that.
defense, he probably didn't. He probably still lost a little because tours are expensive. We went on tour on his dollar all over the world for 2 months. Do the math. You know what I'm saying? They pushed 2 singles for us. So he probably didn't take a big loss, but he probably took a loss. But he said a number that was respectful. And to me, it made sense. Like, that's what you
Oh,
want.
he's gonna take a big loss.
Yeah.
because we just gonna keep getting
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
and bigger and bigger.
I mean,
In the long run.
in that sense, yes,
Yeah.
but on a recoup wise, it wasn't that severe. And
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we didn't even try to combat it. He's like, this is what I want. If you guys want out, really, this is the number.
was there any bad moments during those times? Did you have any bad moments with him
No, the only thing is
other than the lack of communication?
when we send the letter, because we sent it to his lawyer, because we tried to text him a couple times. He claims we didn't, but we did. And we weren't that straightforward, I suppose. We were just say, Wack, we don't know what's going on over there. Let's figure out a way to make sense for all of us. Y'all ain't doing nothing with us. We want to move. If we don't fit y'all roster, it's cool. Let's part ways and let's see what makes sense for all of us. We'll just say shit like that. Let's have the conversation. But
so
then
when you sent the letter to the lawyer, he was not pleased
yeah, nah. Because he was like, you guys should have told me directly. He's like, y'all got my number.
because he got billed for that.
It's nothing beef. Possibly. He just didn't like that it seemed like we were trying to, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this on the flip side of that. Were there any good moments, notable, happy memories with that fool from all of
Yes.
that?
From the
From parting
breaking
ways
up or just
from,
general?
like,
Just in general.
Yeah.
I think there was good moments and there was bad moments. You know,
Yeah.
I'm dealing with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a very extreme personality, so it's like you're gonna have those bad moments, but it was also dope moments.
cool
Like,
shit.
yeah,
Had a
we
lot
was
of
in
good
Dubai.
times.
That shit was fun the whole time. We were riding ATVs in the Arabian desert and shit, which was pretty fire.
He took us all over Europe, bro. All over the States too with Blueface.
He did leave me taking a shit at a Starbucks. That was a bad moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the tour bus left me, and
Yeah.
but luckily Blueface had some of his homies tailgating the bus and shit, and they scooped me up. But I would have
Yeah.
been left in a random ass city. Ran out with my pants halfway down and shit at the Starbucks taking a dump. Fucking bus left me.
Yeah.
That for sure piqued your anxiety.
I was pissed, low key. I wanted to quit. I was like, man, this
Yeah.
group. I was ready to leave, but
Tour is not as fun as people may.
No, absolutely not. That
May
shit's
think
hard
it
work.
is.
It's a lot of human beings.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are clashing. Everyone's trying their best to get along and be cool
Yeah.
and be cordial
Yeah.
and respectful and whatnot. Maybe some people don't give a and they're
Yeah.
not being that, and you gotta deal with that if you're not the main fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But believe it or
Yeah.
not, considering all the different personalities, all the people, they were pretty smooth. Like we had beefs, but with other people, like we fought on the tour, but with other people, like in the stands and shit, but only one. So all in all, it wasn't that bad. It was,
No,
and
it was cool.
in game, it was no really negative things, right, at the game tour. So we had some good times, bro, and again, like bad times, but a lot of the bad times had nothing to do with us directly. The shit
Yeah.
he said that people try to pin on us, you know, that was like what the fuck? Did I say this shit? You know what I'm saying? But besides that, it was
Yeah.
pretty solid. But he didn't make it difficult parting ways to answer your question. It was pretty fucking black and white. You want to get out? Here's a number. Pay me. Here you go. Bye.
How did you? What's up with your shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
okay.
How'd they
Um,
fire you?
Well,
fire you?
I mean, you guys saw the video or you didn't see the video?
Nah, I saw it.
I thought you was the top fool.
I am.
Yeah.
I still am.
Oh,
Yeah. Facts.
Was that
I haven't heard about the food community since you left.
is it
Yeah,
agreeable
man.
or disagreeable that I'm
Ah.
still not one of the cool guy podcasters?
I definitely agree.
Facts.
Agreeable for sure.
Factual.
Honestly, like I said in the other shit that I dropped, which is on my channel, feel free to watch it if you want a more detailed response. I just felt like I was alone in the front lines. Although he was there, wherever he is.
Yeah. You was
I'm,
taking a lot of the heat from
I'm
it
the one
because
that's
you were the
outside.
face.
Yeah.
I mean, we've even had an encounter
Yeah.
For sure.
where I arrived and you guys know the situation because you had
Right.
met him because I'd interviewed you there.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And so you met the owner of the food community. But where I'm going with this is I wasn't responsible for making or breaking Instagram posts. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And a lot of people were mad about posts. Some people were mad about lists.
Yeah.
Some people thought I could have done more, et cetera, et cetera. And at the end of the day,
Us.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I could only recommend
Yeah.
and suggest and try to advise as best as possible. And some of my recommendations saw the light of day. Some of my suggestions
Nah.
didn't.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the top 40 shit was wild.
Honestly, he had already made the list and he was like, what do you think? And I was like, can I compile a list and give it to you? He was like, I mean, if you want, I already
Yeah.
made my list. And I was like, all right, well. And then when we did the freshman shit,
Yeah.
I try to include a couple of people that in the end didn't make it on, and that was whack because I kind of told people like, "Yo,
Yeah. Got you.
here's
Yeah.
a screenshot of me saying that I want
Yeah.
you on there."
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Not fair. That's definitely not fair.
but
Like the,
at the end of the day, he is the creator of the Food Community Instagram.
Yeah.
I might have been the face of the podcast and did all the podcast shit. I mean,
Yeah.
as you can see, it just is what it
It's
is.
never personal either. Like this is like
Yeah.
art, you know what I'm saying? It's all subjective. Everybody got their own opinion. And
Yeah.
that's one thing that I had to learn too. You can't be emotional in this shit.
That's
'Cause
my thing.
you're gonna
entitled.
burn bridges in this shit and you're gonna crash out quick. You need
I
to-
do my best to try to only work with people that I think I could have love for. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
for sure.
I don't surround myself with people that I'm just in it with for business purposes only. So me and that fool, I looked at that fool like he was my bro. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So you
And,
still or no?
yeah. I just think that he, you know,
Can we agree that his taste in music sucks?
he's broke. I don't want to say he's broke them, but he's
Everybody got an
shed
opinion.
light on a couple of
but
winners.
some
You know what I'm
opinions
saying?
aren't
he definitely
valid.
has. He definitely has. We could all name the ones he has.
Yeah.
And those are valid ones, you know. But
Those are the biggest ones.
I think a lot of them started off as memes though. A lot of those
I can
guys,
see that.
people were making fun of them first.
I think that's how it works though
a
with
fact.
the internet.
And then people are like, oh, they're actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a couple of the guys, that's what I thought. Like, oh, look at this. But then it ended up like, oh, they're actually pretty fucking good, you know? And they're more related. I guess a lot of these kids look like a lot of these kids. So they see themselves in these guys, you know what I'm saying? Versus some people that are doing more abstract shit. It's harder to connect until the whole world champions it, and then everyone's like, oh. And that's what I think is happening a lot with us sometimes, even going back to people name dropping us now. It's like, because they're seeing like, oh, there's something here. So then they don't want to seem like the ones that didn't want to say that it was good type of shit, you know? But, yeah.
But nah, hell yeah. Kudos to you, bro. Still doing your shit, bro. I fuck
Yeah.
with the spot right here, the new spot.
Yeah.
Seems like
Oh,
you're
'cause you
still
never come to
doing
this
very
studio.
well. Nah, this is our
You already
first
had
time
this
here.
or what?
So basically, the lease on the loft that you guys were familiar with. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you went in there, so you knew the homie lived there.
Yeah.
Right.
He decided he didn't no longer wanted to stay where he filmed at, which makes
Mhm.
absolute sense,
Mhm.
all things considered of the food community.
Mm-hmm.
I had already
Skid
had
Row.
had this because of what I was doing with my wife, the indicted shit,
Yeah.
and I was like, dog, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna start doing interviews here. All my
Yeah.
shit's already here.
Right.
This is an easy call.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And at first he was a little apprehensive, like, well, the lease isn't up, just come do some of it over here. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right here. So I bought the shelves, I bought
Yeah.
the sofas, whatever, da da da.
Yeah.
And it just progressed from there.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta
Congrats,
take
man.
matters into your own hands sometimes, you know what I mean? And
Create your
push
own
your
narrative.
push your narrative and get people you with because
And that was part of the thing too, because although he would have one narrative on Instagram, when I would be on the podcast, I would have an entirely different one.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's safe to say that the Instagram held a little bit more
Yeah,
power than the YouTube. Although
Yeah.
the YouTube was entertaining for everyone, right?
Yeah.
The Instagram got and sometimes
Most people are on Instagram all day, so
Yeah.
that gets the most traction.
But I did recently come across your guys' letter to God vid, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Look
you,
at
bro.
bro.
And I instantly jammed you up like, yo, what the fuck? Well, I
Yeah.
think I just posted it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
the
I jammed
devil
you
one
up.
first.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
the,
yeah.
part
Devil.
two
Contract
to
with the devil, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Devil's contract. Yeah.
Devil's contract. And then because for one, I know that location like the back of my hand.
Mhm.
So to see the way you guys utilized it,
Oh, you know that spot?
oh yeah, I burned that
Oh,
shit out years ago.
Yeah.
Point is though, is the way you guys utilized it, you would never have known.
Yeah.
Right.
Fire.
I mean, if you know, you know, but if you don't know, you don't know.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. I've
'Cause I'm
definitely
sure
seen a
you've
lot
seen
of
a million
rappers.
videos
They
there.
go up there, but you
Of
know, they
course.
just rap
Yeah.
in front of the camera and shit. We like to bring cinematic shit to it and
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, do different shit. The shit that's like pushing the boundaries of like artistic,
Yeah.
our artistic vision, really.
Shout out to
And-
Marmo.
Yeah.
That video was a pain in the ass to shoot.
Oh,
it was
man.
an all-night video. It was-
Well, yeah, because the way he had to hold some of those shots are tripoded, so that way he could be magically appearing,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
all that.
bullshit. I already
it
know.
was
fucking gun going off. Like
Fire.
it's just all
That was Letter of God. It was on Devil's Contract.
Oh, Devil's
first.
Contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you want to know what? I know I did see all the way to the end of Letter to God where it's matrixed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean the gunshot? All he had to do was kick.
Well, because they had to put there's like a tripod thing where you got to pull the camera out at a certain time because he shoots the gun at God and then the bullet
But
comes
Devil's
at the
Contract was
camera.
more of a pain in the ass than Letter to God, would you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
you
for
matrixed
you,
the bullet. Oh, yeah,
I was
saw that.
dying at Letter to the God. I had
Really?
that fucking robe on. It was 150 degrees in the church.
Yeah.
I know
I
what
was-
you're talking about because they're at that junction. They're already thinking of the effect that they're gonna do in that shot, so they
Yeah.
have to execute it a certain way because
Right
basically
timing, pull it out.
came out with the bullet.
Yeah.
They're
Exactly.
moving back with the bullet.
Yeah.
Fire shit.
Yeah.
I mean, even with Marvel and them, the way they shoot, every scene is like very tedious, and
Meticulous.
it's like we have like 30-minute breaks in between every scene because they're just like
Lighting.
Like we were saying right now before technical difficulty occurred, how are you guys gonna top both of these records? I mean, both of these videos creatively that you just came
Creatively?
out with.
Well, we got a couple other creative ideas in the tank.
Great.
We always trying to top our next idea.
the next move is always the best move. I think the next move is start feeding to the bullshit that the internet likes.
That's what he thinks we should
Which is
do,
what exactly?
Just
basically.
start fights, fighting podcast hosts.
I'm so don't do that to me, please.
He want like join the circus, which I feel like we joined the circus enough already.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't really mean that.
Before the technical difficulty took place, we were saying that maybe being more catering more to the LA demo,
Mm-hmm.
like being more creative with like more LA culture
LA
inside of the videos per se.
LA visuals, like Westside Boogie does pretty well.
Type
Being very creative,
Type shit,
but
type shit.
still very
highly
LA.
LA. Yes,
You know
that
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
very good example.
Kendrick.
Also highly
Yeah.
highly
If we do that, that's the realm I would like to take. Not just like
I would
mean,
suggest that it'll probably be a lot easier on your budget.
You can't,
respectfully.
yeah, you can't really say though. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like the art just kind of comes, and whatever happens, happens. Really, like we don't ever go into it like, oh, we need to do this type of video, we
Yeah.
need to do this type of song.
Right.
So, just whatever comes out, like whatever we give birth to,
yeah.
and wherever it lands, it lands.
Like,
If it's
we have-
better, it's better.
We have
Nah,
a
fuck it.
song that we might launch next year sometime where it's nothing like we have, but the subject matter is very on brand, but the sonics isn't. But it has potential to do a very creative video to it / have a maybe wider reach than what people know us for now, kind of shit. So it all depends how you package it. But like you said, like I don't think we ever approach anything with like, oh, we should do this type of shit or this type of shit. The idea will just be sitting there, and then of course, Devil's Contract and Letter to God, those ideas are already pretty much written in the song. But with videos, sometimes we just be shooting the shit, and something comes out, and if we have the budget for it, we'll try to go for it. But if we don't, then we'll just do some regular shit, pull up some cars, and just rap in front of a camera, or shoot shit on our iPhone. You know,
Strippers
which
and
we've done.
foreign whips, it always works.
Doesn't always work though.
Lowriders and a mob of people behind you.
For us, it
We got-
doesn't though. That's the thing.
Mm.
I think we're like training our audience for a certain level of art now, which is good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The bad is because it costs a lot of money.
it's more work,
The good
more
is
thought process.
it's good because creatively they respect us type of shit, which and I like putting that type of shit out there. Like I'm proud of it. Like, yeah, this is like you
Yeah,
can't take that from us. Like, look what we did. Like it's like little movies to me. It's like a lot of our last videos are damn near short films that could last the test of time, whether people appreciate it now or later. I think they will get appreciated, and even if it don't, like I like it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
I'm
think that's
proud
what
of
it boils down to. Like, if we're proud of it at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
I'm not embarrassed of it. I'll show anybody like Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, like I would feel confident showing them my art. Like I wouldn't be like second guessing, you know, like I'll be like, man, show these is this. Like they can't say it's whack, whether it's for them or not, it's different, but no one would ever see it and be like, oh, that shit. Like matter of fact, I think some people will be blown away by it. That the fact that it's not bigger. That's why I stand with it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about you guys beating up the podcaster.
Oh man, he was being out of pocket, so we had to give him the 1-2 punch. Nah, that's the homie Denny. It was pretty much a
Yeah. Shout out to Denny.
How much? Oh, like, well, how much did he get backlash from that?
not much, I don't think, because we're deleting his name as it was the people that did know him. We're deleting it so people don't track him.
You
But
told
I
me
think he had a few comments, people putting Mexican flags and shit, but not many, surprisingly.
Shaq banged your line.
Shaq banged our line like, "Yo, who the was that?" He was visibly upset. He wanted to bang on him, but I had to tell him, "Nah, bro, it was just a joke. Be real too." He's like, "Man, I'm about to rally the troops. Who the was that lame?" And I was like, "Nah, bro."
Honestly, that fool's too down. I think I told you that.
Who Be Real or who?
No,
Denny.
Denny.
Yeah.
I think when I called you, I was like, "Hey, what's up with that shit?" And you
Yeah.
just smiled, and I was like, "Hey, I just
Yeah.
want you to know that fool was way too down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not from LA. One.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Not
Like
from
if you would
LA,
have
so
told
he's a
homie Quan to do that, he would have been like, "Yeah, nah."
yeah. So he's very not aware of the
Shit.
the shit around here.
Environment.
And he's an actor. He's a comedian, funny dude. He's the homie too. And that was really his idea, huh? Like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this because even though it's not real, it's still like a
Stems
real
in truth.
conversation that certain people might feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of wanted to expose that of it, and you know, nothing spreads faster than some good old negativity and fighting. So we
Yeah.
just had to think of a creative way to fucking promote our first headlining show, which
This
is
fool
the
said
fucking
September 14th,
Yeah.
Regent
September
Theater.
14th, the Regent Theater.
Yeah, if y'all weren't fans of that, if people would be like, "Oh, y'all fucking do that," it's like then y'all ain't fan of like entertainment.
Wrestling.
Entertainment,
Yeah.
and y'all clearly don't got the internet figured out yet.
Yeah.
Don't believe half the shit you see on this motherfucker. A lot of times this shit do not be real.
More than half. It was also a social experiment to see like how many people would, because we've done millions of podcasts. I think that's our most successful podcast
That's
clip
crazy.
we've ever done. We've gone viral off our raps, thankfully, more than anything.
Yeah.
But we want to be like, I bet you this the podcast that people gonna share.
It
and
probably
it's
went wild.
fake. Yeah. So and it's the truth that's what happened. So it's just like a social experiment just to like play with people's strings and like man, y'all motherfuckers love. They claim they don't, but they really love it.
But they do.
Yeah, exactly.
And every so often you gotta join the circus, man. Like, and there's so many ways you could promote a show. And to us, if you know anything about us, we're always gonna try to find a creative way to do it. And if we push some buttons, we push some buttons. But a lot of people do feel like what he was saying though about us. People have asked us those questions more respectfully, like about when I had dreadlocks. I think even DJ Head asked me, right? Like
Yeah.
he didn't say he would ask me, like, what would you say to people that say you're appropriating black culture by having dreads? You know, he just asked me that. And I answered however the fuck I answered it.
Yeah.
So people do feel that way. And we're just pointing that out as well. And if you be careful who you say it to, because you might get punched in the mouth. If that was real, we would have punched him a lot sooner.
For sure.
Once he grabbed our hat and all kind of shit.
That was lit.
Yeah. It was good though. Huh?
And then
Good.
that
After a
leads-
certain point, I realized
It's not real.
Yeah.
But then it leads to engagement, you know, because people are like, oh, I would have punched him a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Now it's leading to people talking in the comments, and the algorithm took it wherever the fuck it took it.
of course. How many views did it end up at? An M?
Nah,
Nah, but
surprisingly,
think about it,
no, like 200.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
right.
surprised. Because I thought on the pace it was going to hit an M. Because
Yeah.
the times we reach an M, like,
You
It
know
was-
what it does.
it wasn't even at that fast pace.
Like in 10 minutes, if it's not doing X
Yeah.
amount, you know it ain't the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was on the trajectory of the times we've hit an M.
Mm-hmm.
Probably got
then-
flagged a couple times.
Yeah, probably people flagged it. People caught wind because we weren't addressing it as, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, if we would have added fuel to it,
Oh,
it
no,
would have kept
absolutely.
going.
For sure.
But we didn't address it.
That's a
because
come I didn't
You
post it
just
because I
let
was
it,
like, yeah,
you just
maybe
let it exist.
this is gonna.
it would be too much
Yeah.
backlash.
And then plus, I've been through some shit recently, so I'm not even trying to cause
Yeah.
any rifts.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't want to
exactly,
cause no
exactly.
racial tension either. You know, we're all about fucking black and brown unity, but
That's why
You
we
know.
had the other homie on our side. It was like good cop, bad cop.
Mm-hmm.
And we told Denny, like, we were kind of like, are you sure you want to take this route? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, let's do it, man. Because it's thought provoking. And again, there's going to be people that do feel like him. And it's like, and it shows people how stupid you sound when you really just try to, like pull that card and shit. But
Right.
some people are culture vultures, though. Adam,
True.
honestly.
No.
You don't think so?
I think he's
He's
one of.
vulture-y.
I think he's one of hip hop media's greatest commentators.
No, because he only addresses certain things. Like, there's no balance in the force. Like,
I think if someone doesn't have a story to tell and you're a gang member, he's gonna ask you about what you know if you don't got shit else cracking.
That's vulture.
yeah,
You just kind of trying to whore for likes and views and clicks. It just feels like when it first started, it was kind of like he'd put artists on
Incestual?
there
yes,
that he
when
liked
first
and that he
started.
enjoyed, like up and coming artists. Now it's kind of
XXX,
like
fucking-
it just seems like, oh, let's just stir the pot. What's gonna get likes? What's gonna get views?
Is it safe
and
to
it's gang
say,
culture in LA, and he could always tuck behind the tail of most of it.
is it safe to say
I'm just
that
broadcasting.
I don't want to say the kid's name wrong? Is it
XXX Tentacion?
Yeah. So is it safe to say that that young kid has a completely different story than the Chicago or Detroit drill rappers?
Definitely.
So if you're
Exactly.
interviewing a gang member Chicago drill rapper that all he does is rap about killing his ops, what?
That's not the problem. I think we mentioned they're two different, right? Back then, there was balance. He was covering all of it.
I see what you're saying. He's aiming more towards interviewing gangsters than just rappers.
Exactly. The drama, the street stuff that he's not a part of, but he helps stir it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to spin it or not. And he again, he is a podcaster and it's a news source, so he has to report what's going on. And a lot of it is gang shit. But now it's just lopsided. It's like to me back then it was more balanced. Like, all right, you're
Would you
reporting
say
on
that
his-
in real life it's lopsided? Like he got slim pickings,
in real life? What you mean?
as in like, I know what's on the podcast, right?
Mhm.
It's definitely heavier on the G shit.
Mhm.
Is it safe to say that's because in real life there aren't too many more creatives like
No, there's a
yourselves and
lot.
others
There's us. There's Kuko. There's a
outside of
plethora.
us?
There's a plethora of people that do cool stuff and go viral doing cool stuff. Like
You saying
he
outside of
interviews-
just like Hispanics and Mexicans, as well,
Hispanics
as
and
like
Mexicans?
everybody as a whole as artists.
well, even like he interviews comedians and shit like that too, right? There's a lot of comedians that are killing it that aren't on some bullshit, but he'll interview the one that's more on some whatever that fits the.
You also have to take into consideration maybe the ones
His
that are with the
audience or-
bullshit might not want to pop out on Adam shit because
Why?
of that exact stigma.
Because what the brand that he has turned it into.
Because there's people
currently.
that didn't want to pop out on Food Community because it was Food Community, and that
Yeah.
was slightly unsettling for me because I had
Makes sense.
relationships, and they were like, "Yo, I mean, that shit's a grimy space over there."
So-
And I was like,
Right.
"The Instagram is not exactly how I conduct these
Yeah.
interviews, though. So I mean, if you don't want me to, that's like the Little Rob interview.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that got the Little Rob interview, and that's fine.
And he didn't want
Kudos
to
to
do
me.
it.
The reason he didn't go anywhere else, and the reason why he came to me, is because I said I wasn't gonna ask him about his beefs with whomever.
Yeah.
It was more about
It's
his
not
project
messy, yeah.
and more about his legendary status, and they
Yeah.
were apprehensive as hell.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do not hold me to the standard of the Instagram post, because that's
Yeah.
an entirely different individual.
Yeah.
Trust in me. Be present. Have your I was talking to his publicist. I was like, be present. And if you
Yeah.
think I'm asking some, check me on it.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, then
See, that's
let
respectful.
me ride. You know what I'm
It,
saying?
it all depends how you build the platform, and I think like some people like he would probably say, well, certain shit don't sell or certain shit don't get views, and it's like, nah, it's just now you trained your audience don't view it, because if you look at the biggest podcasts in the world, it's not revolved around bullshit, it's revolved around real shit. So there is a thirst for intellectual conversations, or
I think he's gone a different route, like on the
like I'm not against the content he creates, and a lot of it is entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm also not trying to completely defend him. I'm just telling you what I've seen with my own two eyes.
There's balance. The whole world.
Because at the end of the
yin and
day,
yang.
Adam, whatever.
Yin and yang, right? Where's the balance? If you're really a hip hop platform that that discovers underground artists, which I think it used to be, right? And I think he helped push a lot of people I love, like XXX, one of the biggest ones. I fucking love his music.
Mm-hmm.
I think now he's steered away from that, and I think even if he might like something, he's more focused. Oh well, this go with the narrative of stirring the pot and getting a clip that's gonna go viral versus just being, you know.
I really don't think he's operating at that type of timing, but everyone has their own opinions. And I'm not necessarily
Yeah.
against yours. I'm just saying I don't think he's that. He puts numbers on the board, fool.
Yeah, he put numbers on the board, but
And he could
that's
just go do
only numbers on the board. Let's say Joe Rogan, right? Like Joe Rogan, he'll find a nobody that's very interesting, right? A nobody though. Let's say he's a professional in something, but nobody knows he exists. But Joe Rogan is interested in what this guy got to say. He'll put him on his podcast. He don't give a fuck if this guy has 1 million videos on YouTube that only got 100 views each. Joe Rogan sees this guy. He's interested in this guy. He's gonna talk to this guy. Adam will probably, let's say he finds the same guy, like, oh, who's this guy? I kind of like his music. I think he'll go to his views or something, and then he'll be stirred away, like, no one knows who this guy is, and maybe it won't stir the pot, and da da da. And I think he'll steer away from it. Yeah, he says all the time, oh, that only has this views. Why would I talk to them if they only got this views and this views? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's only about views is what it seems like.
To each his own. We don't know this guy, so it's like, who
I
cares?
said there's no balance there, and it's like, I don't know.
Definitely
it seems culture vulture-y to me.
fire narrative.
Yeah.
That you took.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just mad that I haven't been on there. I don't know.
I have a strong feeling.
A little bit.
I'm gonna lobby for you to be up there, and my lobbying skills have gone a couple people.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'll appreciate that, but I never even paid attention so much to it. Till my boy just keeps sending me all these clips of him mentioning us and rolling his eyes, and so it's kind of like, man, just annoying. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. The hater in me probably just pops out like, man, that fool's a culture vulture.
Who's your guys' top 5 Latino artists other than yourselves in the Southern California region?
Southern
California
Cali.
region, currently or of all time or what?
Currently.
I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, take it.
I have to say Coyote.
Other than you, that's an honorable mention.
Southern California?
Or just
Damn.
can I say the United States?
Southern California.
Fuck.
We control the world here.
Okay. The Latinos only.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm gonna have to say Bravo, the Bag Chaser.
Of course. This is in no particular order, by the way.
And only new cats, right? Or up and coming cats.
I don't care what you say. Just
like OGs. You can mention OGs too or not? I'm just
gonna
going
put Cypress Hill.
If we were to say
because I've always
OGZ,
everyone know.
if you say OGZ or Cypress Hill, I feel like that's a cop out because
those would be a cop out.
Because those are easily the best of the best.
Yeah. So
that's what we like.
Exclude Cypress Hill and Psycho Realm and all those guys then.
Exclude Psycho Realm. Exclude Cypress Hill. Exclude OGZ. Like.
Jeezy wanted to make my list anyways.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm not. I think of what he's done, yes, but it doesn't sonically. It's not my vibe.
All right, go ahead.
But what he's done, he's a top fiver
easily.
Statistically, but we can't mention him. Yeah, for sure. All right, so exclude those guys. Bravo, the Bag Chaser. Lefty.
For you to say that is fire.
Yeah, Lefty Gunplay.
That's gonna get tricky.
That's all I got. Hold on.
There's a vast amount of human beings that I'm sure you've scrolled past.
Can we see them in person, like a list?
Yeah, give me a list. Bravo, Lefty, Suede.
How mad are you fools gonna get? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Suede.
Can I say Suede?
Yeah, we say Suede.
Sure.
Hold on, I'm trying to think real quick.
I like Drummer Boy. Drex. Drummer. I like Drummer Boy.
And Drummer Boy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We can't. We're only still in California, right? Exclude the OGs and shit, and exclude the Yotis. I would say. Hold on. Man, that's a hard one, bro. That's a
Why,
very
you got
hard
one more left or some shit, or what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Lil Weirdo's cool.
Yeah, Lil Rito's dope too. I like Baldacci too.
That's right.
Um, there's a lot, bro. Put me on the spot.
Duh.
Shout out to Scheme.
Scheme. What's
Definitely one of the most lyrical, agile fools out of the
yeah.
list you've just mentioned.
I'm trying to think of more lyrical fools too. CNG's doing his thing.
Highly popular.
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
That's way more than
all I
5,
got.
bro.
I
You
know.
good, bro.
That's all I got.
Stop already.
So where I'm
No, but-
going with this next is I'm compiling a top list.
Mhm.
I'm calling it the top list.
Yeah. It would have been easier if you said the whole United States. Then my list would be easy.
Yeah, no, all that.
So the whole United States, I'm gonna say my top 5 Latino rappers, new, not OGs, not the dudes that been done it.
He didn't ask you that,
The
dog.
Yotis, but I'm gonna say it anyways. The Yotis, that Mexican OT, Doe Man,
Dinah.
yep, Bravo, and Lefty. That would have been my 5.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make a list since I got blamed for the last one. I'm gonna make one of myself. Obviously, it's a little different because I'm not just a listener. I'm a person that could actually rap as well, and
Yep.
I've shot a gazillion videos and
Yeah.
da 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 da. Right, so I feel like I have an expert opinion on the matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
More
How
so.
mad are you gonna be if I don't put you on my top 10?
Top 10? Well, what's the list? How many people you got on there?
This is based off of impact,
Uh-huh.
stacks,
Yeah. Well, you only have a
ability.
top 10, or what's your list? Top 20?
I mean, there's like a top 6 that you cannot deny statistically, at least,
Yeah, I
which
wouldn't argue
is
it.
Lefty,
Mhm.
Rowdy, Drex,
Oh, Rowdy can rap too.
Lefty, Rowdy, Drex, Peso, Chito Ranas. I feel like I'm missing somebody right now, but
Yeah.
Drummer.
Mm-hmm. I
And-
guess I don't
But
listen.
this is also a hot right now.
Yeah.
I'm only counting 20 from January fucking 1st, 12 a.m.
Yeah.
And
When I
we
say
didn't
that
make
because-
that 10?
Well, I'm only at 6 right now, and I haven't compiled the rest of the list.
I would say we're definitely in the 10.
I'll give you top 20 for sure, because your stats might not be the same as everybody else, but you're more creative.
consistently. Our stats
Definitely
are like
consistent.
up and down. But the numbers are not as consistent as some of the guys. But our numbers go up, down, up, down. Up.
Well, you got more lyrical ability and you're more creative than some individuals, but some people just dramatically are smashing in views.
Yeah.
And I
But-
mean,
Oh,
Half
you're going
half-
by views.
Half those guys
going by
haven't done the cool shit we've done though. I'll say that shit.
and that's part of the impact per se.
Mm-hmm. Look, because a lot of people sometimes say stats, and then I pull up the stats, and I'm like, hold on.
Also,
I mean-
impact though, because that fool's impactful right now.
Yeah.
Because
I
there's
think
a
it might be
moment-
a little bit more of like taste of sonically.
We got 113,000
Like-
monthlies. Let's see what he got.
This is definitely my expert opinion, although I'm allowing you fools to penetrate.
Oh, we got
us.
the same. Well, we got 200 more monthlies in it.
Got him.
So we're almost the same. But his
Stupid.
his highest song is 900,000.
Nah, he's got some bangers. I'm not gonna lie.
Our highest song is more than that, my friend. What is it? Hold on. Well, our highest song currently is approaching 5 million.
Which is what?
3 Locos. But then we have the
Bro,
one with
Blueface.
Blueface got like 6
6
million.
million.
So we're going by stats.
I respect it.
But I feel you, bro. Like
I
that,
haven't compiled the list yet. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you, the
Nah,
regulars that are gonna for sure be mentioned.
they're for sure on that list for sure. I
Yeah,
guess for
I'm
me,
not mad. I'm not mad at your list.
when it
Well,
comes,
Well, that's only just the obvious ones.
yeah,
I might not even. I was telling Jay from Riv, if you guys know who that young gentleman is, I was telling him I might not do a numerical order. I might do a grading system, not so much as a report card, but just
yeah,
because it might not be fair to everybody to do that, because like you said, the numbers are the numbers.
mm-hmm.
And so then what at that
Yeah.
point? And then it's going to become a biased thing.
yeah,
Oh, well, Eykon's showing extra favoritism because he lives
Yeah.
near him or whatever.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
known him longer, some stupid shit like that,
Yeah.
right? So
I guess when it comes
And-
down to making my list, I don't listen to really none of those guys.
For
so-
the record, I don't
so it's
listen
hard
to
for me to
any
do.
music at
Yeah.
this point except oldies.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Really, like when I drive, I'm in silence.
So you don't listen to none of those guys?
I don't listen to anybody.
No.
They just kind of live in social media.
They just
Right.
live in my work.
You'll see it in YouTube and kind of like, oh, that was cool. Or what?
Well, I do a music review.
Mhm.
Obviously, now I'm posting more shit, so
Yeah.
I gotta care a little bit more, and I gotta like, oh, okay, this fool just dropped something fire, whatever.
Yeah.
But I listen to oldies, or I don't listen to music at all because I don't
Mm.
want your guys' emotions tampering with mine.
Right.
Respectfully.
I get it.
I mean, but
get it.
me, yeah, you know.
I also
like
listen to
I said,
music
this shit's-
differently.
This shit's
Because as a
subjective,
rapper,
bro.
you're gonna be highly more opinionated. You might be affected differently because you're really listening to the rap. If it's
Mm.
trash, it's getting changed. But if you're actually listening because a fool made it that far, then
Yeah.
you know it's like
Yeah.
listening to music go gangbang or playing a song to bone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're being
I try
emotionally
to listen
affected.
to a lot of this stuff, but I just can't. I listen
Who
to
do you
our
listen
shit.
to?
I listen to our shit. I listen
Other
to
than that?
West Side Boogie.
West
I
Side Boogie's hard.
listen I listen to Sade.
See what I'm saying? You reverting to some old school shit.
Yeah, for
but hip
sure.
hop. I mean, I like Kendrick, Schoolboy Q. Fucking.
If I listen to Schoolboy Q, it's because I want to feel upbeat. And it's very particular songs. I don't know too many of his songs.
I
Just
listen to old shit. I like Cypress Hill. I like Wu Tang. I like 50
Wu
Cent.
Tang is a vibe. 50 Cent's definitely a vibe. Tupac's
Red and
obviously a
Meth.
vibe.
Brad and Math.
I can see how you guys would like that shit.
There's a lot of new guys too that I fuck with. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. I like some of Vince Staples stuff.
He's cool.
Tyler, I like some of Tyler's shit. Billie Eilish, I'm a huge Billie Eilish fan.
I have not heard her music, but she's obviously a hit sensation.
If you like depressing stuff, that's the way to go.
Not my vibes whatsoever.
I love it.
I'd rather listen to some breakup to makeup
I
type
love
shit.
it.
She's sad. She's a sad girl.
He said, I
Uh,
love you.
I fucking love
Isn't
her
she
shit.
like a kid though?
Nah, she's
like-
like 20 something now.
But you know what I'm saying? Like she's young.
Yeah, she's
Can't be letting
younger.
these kids influence your old mind, fool.
Nah, just she seems like she's
You like
just
that?
a hurt soul, and I just like that type of music. I like a guy named Michael Kiwanuka.
He's
What did you
hard.
call me?
Huh?
He's
Yeah,
hard. Michael
Michael
Kiwanuka hard.
is
Send a
fire.
link
I
to
fuck
his.
with Doja Cat.
Yeah,
Hey, you
Doja.
want to know what? When I want to trip out, I'll play some of her shit. Do you
Uh,
think she's officially demonic, or is that just a game?
Man, that's just
Didn't she just get like some wickedly evil shit tatted on her human
I
body?
don't know. I
with
didn't
the
see
back
it, but-
piece? It's like a skeleton of a bat or a dragon or some shit.
I don't
I don't
fucking
know.
know.
I don't
I
think.
don't
I
know.
think she plays into it because people think she is.
Yeah, I
I
think it causes like controversy
unique
and she
imagery.
uses it to her benefit.
I think there's been some unique imagery on her Instagram
Really?
that
I gotta
really.
check it out.
And then you swipe and it gets darker and darker and darker. And you know what I be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really pay close attention to the way people's intentions are with their social media.
Yeah.
So when I see like them like leaning towards some like dark, twisted shit, I'm just kind of like,
I like
bitch,
dark
you were kind of
imagery.
cute, but this is not cute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Too dark is too dark.
do
though.
not shave your eyebrows and have wannabe shadows in the back of your
Yeah.
photos and all this extra. Like, calm the
Yeah.
fuck down, bitch.
Well,
Right,
I
right.
think with
you
her,
do not know what you're getting yourself into, unless she does.
I've heard her
Yeah,
address
she
it.
does. Does she?
I've heard her address it, and she says she thinks it's stupid, so she plays into it because people believe
She's
it.
probably
I-
like an atheist and just
I think that's cap.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, that's what she said.
th-
But
there you go. Fucking
Is that real?
breast.
It almost looked like not real.
you never like that. Hey, you have a baby with your wife, right?
Yeah, of course.
You ever drink the breast milk?
I think I tasted it just to joke around.
I used to with it.
I used with it. I got pissed when they dried out.
Respectfully, the camera just died, guys, so that's what it is.
Damn.
Shout out to Coyote. Shout out
Shout
to
out.
Ricky and Guapo. You guys are great. Ricky
Yes,
Blanco
sir.
and ladies love
Likewise,
Guapo.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro. If we don't make it your
Ratos
top
to
10,
everybody. Nah, we'll
we're
see.
beefing forever.
All
Nah, I'm just kidding.
right, guys. Shout out to everyone that tapped in. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the links in the description for all my sponsors. Ratos.
That's crazy.